We are here in beautiful Maine. If you're confused about what we are doing here in Maine, make sure you watch our last video on how I explained how and why we ended up here. But I wanted to do an Airbnb tour of the place we're staying at. This is actually the back side of it, but that's what we're using to get in and out of the house. I'll go ahead and show you the front as well and do a whole tour of the inside of the house. It's a pretty cool, very historic house dated back to around the 1890s, the person said. They believe it's around the 1890s according to the builder of the house, and it has all the old house charm. I love it. It used to be a courthouse, and the judge used to live inside of it, and he was the one that built the house as well. They're working on renovating it and making it a little bit newer, but that's pretty cool that we got to stay in an Airbnb in a historic house, because some of the houses we're going to look at are older homes as well. So it's kind of cool to get a feel for older houses while we're still staying here, while we're here visiting for a month. They have a little apple tree here. We taste tested these a little while ago. They were pretty good. As for outside, I am not sure how far back the property goes, but after that little wooded area, there's a nice walking trail too, so I'll probably take some videos of that later. And there's wild raspberries back there too, so I picked a couple of those. So this is the back, and it has a little back wooden porch. So let me go around the front so you can see that part, and then we'll head inside. So this Airbnb is at the very top of Maine. The city's called St. Francis, Maine, and then over here, when you see the mountains in the background, that's actually Canada. So there's like a river, it's called the St. John's River, I think, and that splits Maine from Canada. So that is pretty cool to see that right there. Then this is the front of the house. It has a nice front porch with rocking chairs. This is a two-story house. It has a basement as well, where they have like the laundry set up. So I'm gonna go in through the house through the back and show it to you inside. I believe it was four bedrooms. It has 2 bathrooms, plenty big for us. We were actually trying to find something smaller to rent, but the choices were very slim, so that's how we ended up in this one. But it's perfect. We have the dogs and the kids. We all have our own little space, so it works out, and it wasn't too bad in price as well. The only bad thing is that it's a little far away from the houses that we're going to be looking at during our trip, but that's okay. So this is the inside. It starts off with the kitchen here. Cute little country style kitchen with everything that we possibly need: dishes, pots and pans, anything, spices. There's a little oven, little stovetop, dishwasher, fridge. We did a little bit of shopping at the grocery store. Got the dogs all laid up in here sleeping. This is the dining area, and we just really got done unpacking things, so everything's kind of everywhere. Just using this as an area for our extra things. So that is the dining area. The basement is down here, just your typical creepy looking basement. There's some workout equipment down there. There's a washer and dryer, an extra freezer and fridge at the bottom as well, just in case we wanted to stock up. I have this area blocked off here because I don't want the dogs to pee on the carpet over there. But this is, let me step over. I'm trying to keep the dogs where there is hard floor over there, so in case they do make a mess, then I could just clean it up easily. But this is supposed to be the living room. We're not really going to be using this space, so we're just putting our extra items that we have, or moving items, so we're just using this as a storage room. A piano, the kids were playing with that earlier. So this first floor has a bathroom, just a full bathroom, so that is useful. And that's pretty much it for the first floor. So then we head to the second floor. Okay, so I came upstairs And this is where all the bedrooms are. This is actually a door to the attic. The attic is not open for us to go in, so this room right here we're not really using. It's just an extra room with some little beds in it. Cute and cozy. It's in the 70s right now in Maine, which feels awesome. These old houses, or really any houses up north, don't really have AC. They have like window units and stuff, but this house is perfect temperature right now without the AC. So that's something we're looking forward to, living up north and not having to worry about AC. Here is the second bathroom. This is more the one that we're using since our bedrooms are up here anyway. So just her typical bathroom. This is the room that Jaden chose for himself. He looks like he fell asleep. They have TVs in the room, which is nice as well. There's 2 beds, but obviously we'll only use one, or he can switch up if he wants to. Then Mariah, she set herself up over here. So she chose this one as her favorite. And she has the AC. It's cold in here, Mariah. But we got all the windows open, letting the breeze in. It's really nice. And then all the rooms have a closet. And then we have mountain views over there by Canada. Over here there's neighbors, but it looks like they're working on that house. They're not really living there. So we had a long 2 days of driving, so we're just kind of hanging out today and resting. This is the room my husband and I chose. There's a closet. Just a small bedroom, queen size bed, but it's really nice. And you can see the breeze coming in through the windows. The house feels really good right now. And it feels good outside too. It's like a perfect spring day, even though it's the middle of summer. So that is great. That's something that we're looking forward to. So that is the top floor. And the house pretty much has everything that we would need, with the bonus of having a space to do our laundry. That is nice. Usually Airbnbs don't have that. So we're going to be cooking all our meals in this kitchen. We're not trying to eat out too much and spend too much money. And the kitchen is fully stocked up and has everything that we need. Let's go see in the back. I'll show you the wild raspberries and show you the trail that's back there. And then that'll be the end of this Airbnb tour. We're going to be looking at properties on Thursday. We kind of just organized, the realtor over here organized a list of the houses that we wanted to go look at, and she's gonna squeeze in 8 in one day. So I'm not sure if I'm doing separate videos on that or if I'll just jumble them up into all one video. It might be too long to do that, but that's exciting that we'll be able to see 8 houses on Thursday this week, and we'll see if any of those we feel like are the one. We have like 14-15 houses that we want to go see, so we're seeing about half of them just on the first day. So this little trail, it's nice for the dogs. It's very peaceful back here. Maine is it's called the pine tree state, I believe. So they have lots of pine trees, wild blueberries. They're very big on potatoes. They grow potatoes. We saw a couple potato farms driving here as well. And then, you know, just your typical wild berries. So I guess raspberries are in season right now because there's some little plants all over the place. I've been picking them and eating them. They're very sweet. And then it opens out into this area where it's like a gravel road. We're definitely going to be walking the dogs back here. Super long. It stretches out all the way to the right and to the left. So that's where we'll be doing our walks instead of going to the busier road in the front. It's such a cool and cute Airbnb. I love it. I know some people aren't really fond of the older style homes. They want something more modern, but for me it's perfect because I've always admired old historic homes, and like I said, we have a couple on our list that we want to go see, so that will be exciting and see if we end up with one. All our houses that we're looking at have about, see, when I did the filtered search, we try to put it for anything with 5 acres and above. I do believe we have a couple that are maybe more in the 4-acre range, but we tried to stick with 5 and above so that we have plenty of land to raise our animals and garden. And then our only other requirements were that it has at least 3 bedrooms, unless it's a special circumstance where another room can be made into an additional bedroom. And that's pretty much it. We kind of stuck around the central east of Maine. We wanted to be away from the shores, more in the rural areas. But most of the houses we found for sale within our price range tended to be towards the central east side. So that just so happens to be where they are. Of course, we've never been in Maine, so like we don't have a favorite area. That's just kind of where things led to, and our realtor lives around there too, so that kind of works itself out. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys what we end up seeing on Thursday. Not sure if the house that's meant for us will be in that 8 cluster that we're going to see on Thursday, or if it's going to be in the second day that we tour properties, but looking forward to sharing it with you guys no matter what. So I definitely love it here. I could live in this house right here, but not for sale, and I don't think it has a lot of land either. I'm not sure if it ends back there where the road is or what, but that is the tour of our very cute historic Airbnb house, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one will definitely be touring some properties with our realtor here in Maine. So make sure you check out our travel vlog, which is the video that is right before this one. That's the one I'm currently editing right now, and this one will follow. And then after this one, that's when you'll start seeing videos on us checking out houses.